everybody. Welcome back to my channel. So today I will be talking about surviving pharmacy school. So as you all know, I'm a pharmacist. I have been working for the past 16 years, so I'm a veteran. Don't want to age myself, date myself, but I've been there. I know what you're going through. I understand. It is a struggle. That's my favorite word. Okay. So, first of all, these are some of my recommendations how to survive pharmacy school. So, I went to pharmacy school in Jamaica, so the University of Technology, and I did the 4 year degree program back then. And I started university with uh, A level subjects. I did like a pre-university course at Excelsior College, and this is like a community college where you do. It's good to have a good background in the sciences. So I did like chemistry. Then I did O level chemistry. I did A level bio, A level math. I didn't do physics until I went to University of Technology. But the point is, make sure you have a good, strong science background in these subjects because you will be doing a lot of chemistry. So there's organic chemistry, inorganic chemistry, medical chemistry, physical chemistry. So there's a lot of chemistry. So you have to have a very strong science background and be comfortable with the sciences. Math is very important. So we had A level math. So doing A level maths at Excelsior allowed me to be exempted first year math at University of Technology in Pharmacy School. So that was an asset. So you have extra time to do other things if you get exempted from like math or something that you already mastered already. So that's an important thing to have that university, pre-university knowledge, and kind of it helps you with first year pharmacy school for sure. So I realized that first year was not a big issue for me, but I noticed that by the time we finished first year, a lot of people dropped out of the course and for whatever reason. But having that background was very helpful for me, and I would strongly recommend that you do an A level course or a pre university course. So that's for preparation. Another thing that I didn't understand when I applied for pharmacy school was that they interview you. So you do an entrance interview and they determine if you meet the criteria to enter into the pharmacy school. So be prepared to go in for an interview and talk about why you want to be a pharmacist and like your educational experience and well education I guess before you start university. So be prepared to go in for an interview. I failed my first interview because I knew I wanted to be a pharmacist, but I wasn't mature enough and ready for that interview. So, heads up, just to let you know that people who are interested to go to pharmacy school, there is an entrance interview apart from your application. So, be prepared. Then there is the finance. So, pharmacy school is pretty expensive. I don't know what the current school fee is right now, but I remembered then I had to get a student loan to start school. So it was around $20,000 a year. I think first year was $20,000. I can remember that. So it's a 4 year course. So be prepared financially because you don't want to be worrying about paying school fee and all that. You want to know that you're your financial status is secured and you don't have to worry about that. So get your loan from whether your bank or your student loan and get that settled so that you don't have to be worrying about that while you're studying. Okay. Then there is books. So textbooks are pretty important. I remember one teacher said, you have to read for your degree. Okay. So that being said, I purchased quite a few of my books. I had the Martindale. I remember it was like 13,000 Jamaican dollars. Oh my God. So we had to buy the pharmacy Bible and we needed that for labs. So you need to buy your essential textbook. So I find that for first year pharmacy, it's recommended to get like lightly used second hand books. So you don't have to spend too much money. So if you need a textbook, you need your math book and your anatomy and physiology book and pharmacognosy. You can get a second-hand book for that. So determine which book is worth buying new versus used, and then do that investment because you need your books for sure, because you have to attend all the classes, but you have to stay on top of your classes. So it's important to have your textbook so that you can do your reading, especially if you don't live on campus and you don't have access to the library all the time. Having your textbook is key. Okay? All right. Mental and physical health. I remembered in first year somebody had a mental breakdown, and it was like eye-opening. It's like, yes, this is serious. A lot of people come into pharmacy school out fresh out of high school. It is very stressful, and a lot of us can't deal with the pressure of doing your things on time and all this work that you have to do. Is a lot of subjects that you do in a short time, and it's so complex and compact. So it's good to have a good mental, physical health. Make sure you're seeing your doctor. Make sure you're taking your vitamins, your supplements, having good friendship relationships so that you're stable mentally, because it is a very difficult 4-year program, and the first year is the hardest. Like I said, a lot of people drop out by first year, so it is very, very challenging. So bear that in mind. Okay. Then we have, where are we? Grit and spunk. So you have to have that fighting spirit, that grit. I remember one year I didn't remember to bring my ID for my exam, and I was going to do a lab, like a dispensing lab exam. I didn't bring my ID, and my lecturer slash teacher said, oh, you're not coming into the exam without the ID. And I was like, does she expect me to go home and get the ID and come back and complete this exam? Are you kidding me? Anyway, I sat out there for maybe 20 minutes, kept my composure, went in when she decided to let me in. I went in there, did my exam, and I passed it. But it's just a lot of different things that will throw you off your game, and you have to have that strength in you and that motivation in you, and just do what you have to do to get it through. Because if I had given up at that point, I would have failed that exam, and I wouldn't be here right now talking to you guys, telling you all about my life as a pharmacist. So just saying that you have to have that willpower, that strength, that motivation, and don't let anybody throw you off your game. Okay? Then we have like support groups. So it's good to have friends, friends that are on the same page that you are on. Because if your friends are partying and you're following them and not keeping on top of your work, then you're gonna fail. So be with a group that is at the same level that you're at. So if it's a nerdy group, be with your nerdy group. If you're a party group, but you can balance partying and doing your work, fine, go ahead. But make sure you're fitting into that group that will support you and help you to study and encourage you when you feel down and all of that. So it's good to just have good social network, good friends and support when you're doing a program like a pharmacy degree. So those are just some of the things that I found helpful while I was doing it, and I hope you guys get something valuable from this video. Remember to subscribe, comment, and have a good day. Bless.